Have you ever wondered what was the first Doom level to recreate a real-life place? I don't know about you, but I've thought about this for years, and I believe I've discovered a prime candidate for the title. We are journeying back to the year of 1994 today. 32 years later, it's easy to imagine creating urban environments in Doom with all the evolutions in map design that has come over time. On May 30th, 1994, Brian Plumb released H Hotel, or better known as Hotel Hell or even Hell Hotel by the designer's original words. A single level WAD for the original Doom that takes up the E3M2 slot. In the text file there is a story for the WAD, and Brian explains that he chose E3M2 for the music track. As the story goes, "So far your vacation has been a pleasant one until now. You wake up from a good night's rest. The first thing you notice in your pleasant hotel room is a shotgun next to the TV. You think to yourself, why would there be a shotgun in your room? You grab it anyway and go to the bathroom and take a shower. In the shower you notice shells and armor. Again, you question why would there be such things lying around. After spending some time in the room, you decide to leave and get something to eat. As you open the door, the hall is totally different from the day before. A pool of blood is lying in the doorway, and you realize this is not the hotel you were in the day before. This is the Hell Hotel." At the end of the text file, Brian says to be sure to look at every room after killing the baddies. I put a lot of time into detail. My favorite room is the bar with the dance floor. Disco lives. This level is notable for being one of the earliest examples of multiple Doom Cute creations with vanilla textures. It's a pretty easy map. None of the combat really sticks out. The aesthetics and visuals are the center focus and not monsters. I will play through the level and go for UV max 100% with all secrets. After we check out from the hotel, I have a bonus level to show you all, and we will be doing UV max for that one as well. DSDA Doom is my source port of choice. I keep everything strictly vanilla and play on ultraviolence difficulty. The gentleman's way of playing Doom. Rising out of bed early in the morning and nothing appears right. It's almost like we've awakened in some kind of nightmare. A demonic presence has subverted our hotel room. I like these chairs and the lamp post as well. Outside we see a view of the mountains far out. I'm unsure of where we're at in Dante's Inferno. Going into the bathroom. A sink and toilet. Behind the red curtain is a tub where the green armor sits in water. A very Doom cute bathroom, made in 1994. Down the hall we meet our first demons. And into another room. 2 beds divided by a single nightstand with a candle. A wall of souls move across the picture frame. Another table with a lamp and a nice TV set. Into this bathroom, blood fills the tub. I don't want to know what bowel or stomach issues whatever demon was having after seeing that toilet. The sink is also drenched in blood. Entering another room, and this one only has a large extra king-size bed and a television. What's on the tube tonight? I wonder if the demons watch Seinfeld. A Pinky rushes at us from this room where he was hanging out with 2 imps. Another extra large king-size bed and TV set to the UAC public broadcasting channel. Into another room, this one with controls, a berserk pack, the red key, and chainsaw. This one lowers slowly and reveals a monster closet behind us. The classic misaligned texture is our first secret area. We have a rocket launcher to go jibbing. Where are we going now? Down a staircase of skin and into the hall of bloody skulls. One former human after the other. Outside. Dead Marines on the picnic tables. The switches on the walls open storage rooms. This one contains a chain gun. Back into the hotel, all hallways lead us to this grotesque elevator. Down the dimly lit hallways full of imps, sergeants, and zombie men. Crossing this path lowers some monster closets for cacodemon security to greet us. Into more rooms, now with the beds against the corners. Backpacks sit on the dresser, compensating for lack of luggage. Into the honeymoon suite, demons have taken it over. A heart-shaped bed sits on the far side. A hot tub is now filled with blood. Another television set pictures of souls and a dinner exclusive for him and her. Here we have another misaligned texture hinting at the next secret. In this room, gore hangs from the ceiling to distract you from the TV. Another bathroom with a blood-soaked tub and toilet. Tainted sinks. Into the reception area where demons are hanging out. Back here, you can sit on a couch or in chairs and watch TV while waiting for staff. I just wanted to stand here and chill for a minute when a stranger with a glowing skull for a head decided to bother me. Venturing outside beyond the doors and into a small courtyard that is sparsely populated with a handful of enemies. Imps and cacodemons were enjoying the evening breeze until they saw us. It's interesting to see how high up the switches are. I think that may have been a limitation of the editors at the time. We have to go around here and flip a few switches to get the yellow key. This is supposed to be BP, Brian Plumb leaving his initials stamped over the map. The plasma rifle lowers a wall with a single barrel to fight. With the yellow key, we must venture back into the hotel for another journey. The yellow key leads into the hotel lounge. In here is a drinking bar, pool table, arcade games, and pinball machine. Around the back is more. Let there be jibs on the dance floor. I love this. This is the kind of fun stuff I always enjoy finding in old levels. Dance the night away with the forces of hell. Back at the bar, there is no alcohol. No Jack Daniels for me. Just health bonuses full of vitamins and water. Very well done pool table. 3 holes on each side. The left and center consoles are likely arcade game cabinets, I imagine. The one on the right, I believe, is meant to be a pinball machine. That switch lowers a wall back in here to take out a party animal on the floor. Into the back area, let there be jibs. Jumping in the hot tub to press this switch, and now we sit back, relax, and watch stairs rise from the blood-soaked swimming pool. Stepping out lowers another wall to Cacodemon and Lost Soul checking on us. This path leads outside. After taking care of the Baron, flip this switch. A new area divided by a lake of blood. Behind the hotel leads to the private home of the owner. One spider mastermind and a bunch of her friends. Just hang back and watch some demon on demon infighting. I feel a little ballsy to run in and get close to the mastermind. This level has a lot of personality and charm to it. It's easy to see that the creator was just having fun making stuff in Doom, all done with vanilla textures. The Doom cute stuff is impressive for the time. I love the dance floor, that's my favorite decoration. Brian Plumb was a disco guy, and I like it when I see a creator put a bit of themselves into a map like this. The pool table was cool, and it reminded me of the one back in the Final Conflict. If you haven't watched my video on that, go back and check it out sometime. The BP initials also look cool. It's chunky and you might have a hard time seeing the B at first, but it still looks good for 1994. Was this the first ever map with Doom cute stuff? I don't know, but I do believe it is a prime candidate. I can see where this map was influential towards Doom cute creations in the following years. As I promised in the beginning, I had a surprise for all of you at the end. Brian Plumb made another map I want to show you all. This one is called Undersea, and it was released on May 14th, 1994, just 2 weeks before H Hotel. In the text file, Brian explains, "You find yourself in the middle of the ocean on an abandoned complex, lots of interesting rooms and tricks. Difficult for single player action. Secret rooms are there but do not show up on the map even if discovered. All weapons except for the BFG are there if you look hard enough. I will play through this level and go for 100% UV max stats. Unfortunately for me, I was unable to discover the rocket launcher or plasma rifle. For those of you who have seen my other videos where I use the PlayStation Doom music for atmosphere, you may be wondering why I chose not to do that this time. Brian Plumb liked the E3M2 music. That's one reason I chose not to change the music. But the other reason is because this level has a specific song that gives it a lighthearted mood, and once you hear it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Starting off on the platform with enemies and 4 armors sitting close by. I imagine this was done for co-op purposes, 1 for each member in a party of 4. This is an invisible wall. Going by the text file, we are supposed to be in an underwater facility. You just have to use your imagination to compensate for graphical limitations at the time. Up above, you can see the water tile used as a ceiling. I imagine it's like a glass ceiling and we're looking through it. Does this MIDI sound familiar to you? It's from one of the greatest 80s films of all time. The red flooring around the floor will hurt you, but it lowers to a chainsaw. Press the switch to lower 2 alcoves with 2 cacodemons and a passage guarded by an imp and spectre. Down this dark corridor leads to another large room. 6 switches on the wall. 1 does not work. 1 will raise and lower the passage we entered. This one lowers a wall with pinkies. This switch lowers a wall inside another alcove we haven't opened yet. This is just a room with a damaging floor and imps. Now the bigger area is open and we have already opened the second alcove inside. The red key is ours. Beyond the red door is a tight hallway through the caves. When you reach the door, the path breaks and becomes non-linear. Into this room with a crusher trap. You could go back and continue the way forward or take this path underground first. Cacodemons and windows. Up the stairs, specters and pinkies. Another path to take. The elevator goes down here. This area has the blue key in a small room. Uh-oh. Let's backtrack to the red key cave corridor that we broke the path from. It all leads to these 2 switches. A monster closet from behind with a cacodemon. The teleporter brings us to a completely new area. An arena with imps and shotgunners. On the 4 corners are cacodemons with barrels and a baron. The funny thing is, the cacodemons don't wake up. They're just sitting there chilling next to their toxin barrels. I don't know why. Maybe it keeps them warm? When you destroy the barrel, it wakes them up. We have the yellow key now. Time to backtrack again. Back to the red staircase, and now we take this door we previously ignored. We're back to the start outside, and walls now rise out of the floor to create a small maze of corridors to disco dance with the Barons, Pinky, and Lost Souls. This switch will lower them back down into the floor. We're a maniac on the floor. And we're dancing like we've never danced before. With the blue and yellow key, we go back through the entrance, and here leads to the blue key door. The yellow key door opens to a small narrow ledge with enemies on both sides and pinkies down below. Explosive barrels take out most, but don't give us the glory of jibbing. If you want 100% kills, there are 3 pinkies down on the damaging floors and also a blur sphere on one side. 2 on the right and 1 on the left side. This shotgunner is the final enemy. This map is very raw, using only vanilla textures. With a custom skybox and a few other changes, I think it could be believable. I respect the ambition. This is the kind of stuff that gets me into Doom. A creator with an ambitious idea and just trying to make use of your imagination. In Tomb Raider 2, there was an entire section of the game where you explore a sunken ship deep underwater. The game never explained the existence of air pockets in the ship. The final underwater level has this giant cave that even has a lake. The player had to use their imagination to figure out how Lara is able to get down there. You're not alone in the oceanic depths. Marco Bartoli was able to send an army of henchmen down there too. Besides classic Doom, I love the old Tomb Raider games as well, and maybe one day I'll make videos about them. The best part of this level, besides the music, is that it's designed very compact. And even if you do some backtracking, it's never time consuming. If a level is designed to be a key hunt, I prefer a small layout like this instead of having to run around a gigantic map. I don't even mind the unmarked doors. It's a rawly designed map, but that don't mean it's bad. I love the use of Maniac as a MIDI, and by the way, that's not on the Doom wiki page for this WAD. If there is a moderator over there watching my videos, please put this on the page. The song is Maniac from the Flashdance soundtrack, written by Giorgio Moroder and performed by Michael Cimbello. Good thing I'm a music nerd and spent my childhood watching 70s and 80s and 90s films. I instantly recognized those keyboard riffs. Brian Plumb had an email address in the text file for these WADs that was connected to the University of Akron. In the notes, he wrote that he was a suffering college student in EE, that's electrical engineering. To Brian, thank you for making this map and using Maniac in Doom. 30 years later, there's still someone out there playing your old Doom levels. I hope life is treating you kindly. I hope that I kept you all entertained, even gave you a laugh playing through these old WADs. Thank you for watching.